It's time for the third of my three-part food choice series. And what I want to focus on today is streamlining your choices. The last video may have left some of you feeling that this is a whole lot of work and a lot of thinking, and maybe there's some validity to that. I know I am asking you to do some work here, to pay attention, be more mindful of what you're looking for from your food, and that way you're going to be better able to find things that actually meet those needs. So if we look at the three choice factors that I mentioned before, we've got the physical hunger and the health needs for food. We've got that desire for a certain taste and some pleasure from food, and we've got the emotional side. Now, if you're practicing, you're going to find that your body responds in a good way to certain foods that you feed it when you're hungry. So if you can recognize that it's physical hunger you're trying to satisfy, as you develop this experience, you're going to have those go-to foods and those go-to meals, and that's going to streamline the whole process. And the same thing goes for the taste side. You're going to find that certain foods just hit those taste buds just right, and they give you that pleasure you're looking for without going over the top with pleasure and sending you into that area that kind of decreases the pleasure of it by causing a little lack of control. So finding that balance, those foods that sort of give you the bit of pleasure without the feeling of lack of control, that's truly going to be pleasure. And you can probably control the portions better if you know that those are the foods that will work. And when it comes to the emotional side, we can all use some help with that, whether we eat when we're emotional or not. As human beings, we all need to help meet our emotional needs in healthy ways. So as you practice and become more aware of your emotional state when you feel a drive to eat, you'll be able to practice some of the things that might work for you better when you're dealing with stress or boredom. You might want to develop a nice list of things that you find work for you. And then you can continue to practice so that even those things, even when you're emotional, you may find that that becomes just a little bit easier as you streamline and find those things. Those are your go-to activities. So I hope this has been helpful for you, and I hope that you feel that this is a very doable task, something that you can continue to work on, and you can see the light at the end of the tunnel and all that you're going to gain by continuing to practice, so that you can let those good habits become more sustainable.